Good news. I checked the results this morning, and things are running really well with the pre-roll campaign. This has been going right around 24 hours, maybe even a little less. And from what I've seen, great cost per view, lots of interaction and views, and also a good bit of clicks over to our website. So it's even converting a little bit more than I expected. Excuse me. And to get started, what we're going to do, whenever you're in your dash, remember you go to adwords.google.com/video. And make sure that this is showing today, for example, Sunday to today, or you can choose today. The reason you want to do that is it'll show today's results and before. If you don't have that selected, for example, if you accidentally choose yesterday, it's going to look like nothing's happening for the day. So that they always change this for whatever reason, so you might have to come back in every time and just reset that. Okay, so that's showing all our results right now. Remember, I did two campaigns, one for conversions, one for views. I'm going to start with views since that is the example that we used in the training video. I'm going to select targets and show you what has been going on here. So I ran 3 targets. Originally, I didn't use any targeting. I was doing all of York, PA. The only change I made was I removed 18 to 24-year-olds. So as you can see, it was more expensive to do that. Cost per view was higher. Website clicks were lower. Less people were watching the video the whole way through because it wasn't as targeted. So once I paused that and started using topic and interest, as you can see, our people watching the video the whole way through went way up. We got better click-through rate, and our CPV went down as well. Just to go over some of these columns, what this means is that's the percentage of people that watched 25% of the video, 50, 75, and the whole way through. Impressions are the amount of people that actually had the video put in front of them. Views is the amount of people that either watched your entire video or 30 seconds of it if your video is longer. So they base your cost per view on the total cost divided by the amount of views that you're getting. As you can see, both topic and interest work very well. Interest, of course, seems to offer a lot higher impressions. That makes sense to me because there's probably a small amount of people that are viewing real estate related videos within your area, but overall this is based on interest and what they've watched in the past. There's a much higher percentage of people, and they have good records of that, of people that are interested in those topics. So you're probably going to see that interest produces more interaction, but both have great CPVs. Actually, topic is running at a much higher. People are watching the whole video the whole way through more when it's selected on topic than interest so far. We don't have any website clicks, but it's too early to tell. Remember, this is for views, not for conversions, and we're still getting almost 10% conversions on the view part. We've had over 1,600 impressions. That's the amount of people that have actually had the video in front of them, and our average CPV is 14 cents. Now remember, that's including this, which was a little bit more expensive, so really it's 12 cents. And that's really low. It's a great cost, and even if you're in a more competitive area, if we're talking less than 20 cents or even around there, that's really good when you consider that you can run this for around 10 bucks a day or so. If we consider this is probably more like $10, maybe a little bit more, but if we were using one of these targeting groups, so this cost would be a little bit lower. So we're talking about maybe $20 or so, I'm just guessing, within 24 hours to get that amount of impressions. It's pretty cool. That's pretty powerful stuff when you consider it. If you click settings, I'm just going to show you that I was not running to mobile phones, so you can get even a lot more views using mobile phones. You just go to settings, select change mobile bid adjustment. As you can see, I have it turned off because what was happening is my view rate was less than half the desktop and laptop computers. Unfortunately, you can't change tablets. That has to run with desktop, so we can't do anything about that. But if you want to turn off smartphones, you just go here and you do decrease by 100%. If you do want to run to mobile, just remove this and save, and then of course it'll start running the smartphones as well. That's going to be based on your area too. You might find that people are more prone to actually watch the video and have a higher view rate in your area. So I still recommend testing it and see how that goes, but it just to me wasn't making sense to be showing to smartphones. So that's the campaign for the views. Let's jump over to conversions. Again, we're around 12 cents, so The cost per view is about the same. A lot of great impressions. And check this out, we're almost at 20% conversion with the interest group, and still about 10% of people are watching the whole video. So these are a little bit lower, but of course we're not going so much for views. We're going for people taking action, and so it to me makes sense to run both. If you're more concerned about conversions, then maybe you just want to run that campaign. But I'd recommend testing both and then see how they work for your area, because that could be a little bit different. And that covers it. I mean, that's really it. The demographics I ran, again, it was everybody except for 18 to 24-year-olds. This is taking a little while to load. Yeah, everyone except for 18 to 24-year-olds that I showed it to. You might decide to show it to 18 to 24-year-olds as well, because we're choosing niche topics and interests. So that can help you make it a little bit more relevant. And you might find that you want to add a couple different topics or interests, or even remove if you don't like some of the choices I made, and let us know. Well, we want to keep this a running case study. This is something brand new for a lot of people, and even for us, especially with the testing. So if you live in a place like San Diego, where I would think it's more expensive, I know it is for sure on Facebook, than our area. I'd like to know what your cost per views are, what your experiences are, what kind of conversions you're getting, and that kind of thing. So share with the group, let us know. We'll keep this running so that we can keep updating things and sharing ideas and maybe new strategies you're using. Maybe you'll do a video that converts better than mine. You'll have better success, or you'll find a good way to make a professional, well-converting video. So share those ideas. The banner text that Ryan's created, a nice tool that you can actually create your own text, so you could change the call to action on that. And you know, we can test to see what banners are, you know, by using a banner, are you getting more conversions or whatever, if that's what you're aiming for. And then finally, I wanted to cover one last thing. If you click the videos tab, what you can also do is called add a view call to action overlay. And this is similar to an annotation on the video. In other words, this will show up on the video itself in the beginning. So it's like having a double call to action, having it right in the very beginning where someone can click it right away, and you also have the call to action at the end. I'm going to show you the video in a second to show you what that looks like. But you know, you just click edit here, and then you would enter. I just did the title of the property. You can see the text I used. I think it's working because conversions are good. You can also add your own image, background image, 74 by 74. So maybe you want to do like a stock photo of a home, which will probably do much better than my black backgrounds. And you can choose whether or not you want that on mobile. And I actually use this for both campaigns as well. So let me pause this just for 1 second. I'm going to find a video and just show you what this looks like. Okay, so when somebody actually sees this ad, it'll show up just like this, and they'll be able to click this. I think it disappears after the first 5 seconds or something, and then it goes over to the side. You can see what happens, just like that. And then the person can choose if they want to scroll back over to it. So you have a call to action in the beginning, and since this is a very short 30-second video, you're talking, if this shows for about 5 seconds, and our call to action is for the last 10 seconds, there's only about a 15-second window or so where there is no call to action right in front of them, but you do have your banner up here at the top right when the video is running. So in a sense, yeah, you have calls to action going all the time. So it's a good way to mix those all in. It's free to use this, no extra cost. I actually added the call to action overlay after they approve my ads. So you might want to do the same thing as well. You can see I used the URL shortener. That seemed to work okay on this. Just something that kind of pops a little bit more than a lengthy URL like Goo. Since I was using a Google business page, that I don't think that would have looked as sharp as this does, so I did change my URL text as well. Okay, that's all there really is to it. Hope this goes just as well for you, if not better, and share your results, please.